Hello, my name is Kelly Bluen. Welcome to day 13 of our Christmas countdown series. In these videos, we're doing a little bit of junk journaling every day for 24 days. Some of these days are doodles, some are Zentangle, some are journaling, and some are kind of a little more crafty and just learning some things about junk journaling. So I've got my junk journal right here. If you do not have one, you can go back and watch video number 1 on how to create one. And they're so much fun. They're kind of addicting. I love making these. I love collecting fun little things to put in them and coming up with new ideas. So I'm so excited. All right, so here's our little journal. Got lots of cute things going on. And yesterday we made these adorable little ornaments. So fun. And today we're going to use something we haven't used yet, which is one of our tags. We're going to use our gold pen and our black pen. You do need a pencil and an eraser, and then also a little piece of tape. I tried to do everything with just glue for this so that you had it in your kit, but we do need a piece of tape. So hopefully you have that laying around. Okay, so we're going to open up to this page right here, and I've got this beautiful sage green. I've got our little tangle called bonus, just kind of a fun page. And I love that this ribbon sticks out and adds some shine to the side of our book. So cute. Okay, so what we're going to do is take this little tag. So you should have received 2 tags in your kit, and these are the 2 tags that I got in mine, but they were all different, but one of them should have been a rectangle and one of them had, you know, these cute little cut edges. So I'm going to use the rectangle one today, and I'm going to grab my pencil. And I'm going to find a spot over here on the sage, and I'm going to trace it. So trace it with your pencil. You probably won't be able to see my line very well, but that's okay. You will be able to see yours. And then we're going to set this aside for a moment, so I'm just going to tuck it in here. Okay, I'm going to zoom in, and we're going to do a fun little doodle today. So I found this picture. I don't even remember what it was part of, but I thought it was so cute, and I thought that we should make it, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to draw this little doodle, and then we're going to take this tag, put it back on top, and we're going to add a piece of tape, and it's going to become like a little flip book or a flip page. So that's why we traced it first. All right, so I've got my rectangle here, and let's start our doodle. So it's going to begin with a line coming down here and down on this side, and I'm leaving about a pencil width on both sides. And then I'm going to scoop it at the bottom, leaving at least a pencil width, probably a little bit more on the bottom. I know for some of you it's hard to follow along when you don't know what the final product is. And some of you love kind of the surprise of it. So you can go back to the beginning of the video, take a picture of the thumbnail if you want to see it as a reference. Otherwise, you just get to follow along and hope that it turns out into something you like. Okay, so we've got this cute little U shape here, and what we're going to do is draw a snowman on a swing made out of Christmas lights. Okay, doesn't that sound wonderful? All right, so to do that, we're first going to draw his little feet sticking out right here. And it's going to be like he's swinging and we're seeing like the bottom of his boot. So I'm going to do 2 oval shapes, but I'm going to make them just a tiny bit narrower on the inside, almost like a little peanut. And same thing this way. So just an oval, but I want to give mine just a little bit of personality. When I do my sketches, I tend to make lots of lines, and then later I go back and when I trace it, I choose the one that I like the best. Does that make sense? All right, there's his little boots sticking out. And now we need his big round middle. So I'm going to use this swing as the guide to how large I want his middle to be. I also want it to take up a lot of this space. We're just going to do one middle and then a head. So we're not going to do like a 3-part snowman, just a 2-part. So I'm going to just sort of imagine like this whole thing here being a circle. Almost like if I took that button and put that in there. You know, so he's kind of nestled down in there. Actually, you could use your button to trace it. And we're just sort of envisioning this circle. Just don't make it too tiny. Okay, now we're going to draw his little mittens as if he's reaching out behind the swing, and then his hands are kind of coming around and holding onto it. If you have a better way that you want to draw this, you can, but this is the way it was in the little doodle online, so this is what we're going to do. But we make I'm going to leave some space here, and I'm going to go up a little bit and give him a round mitten and a thumb. And same thing this way. I'm going to come up and do like that rounded part and then the little thumb. And you don't have to overthink the mittens. They don't have to be perfect. You want them pretty close to the belly. They just don't have to be exact. Okay, then he's going to have arms that come out like this. He's got little arms that come out, and then his hands come around. We'll ink this in later and it will look better. I think I want his arms going up a little bit. Okay, I am going to change this a tiny bit because I need to put a scarf in here. And I want his arms to kind of come out from that scarf. So I may change his little mittens a bit. I'm going to focus on the scarf right now. Okay, so a scarf is going to go here, and it's going to be like a rectangle with a slight curve on the bottom and a slight curve on the top. I think I'm going to make mine even wider. So I'm going to erase that middle line there. Give him a nice big cozy scarf. I'm not sure why I'm bumping. Let me move my... Okay, there we go. All right, there's his scarf. And then his head is going to sit on top of that, and it's going to be nice and round, but smaller than his belly. So I'm going to do his head like that. So I feel like I want his mitten to be down a little bit. Let me try it down here. Either way, I can have one up and one down. It doesn't matter, I guess. Okay. So there's his little head, his scarf, his belly, his feet, and his little mittens wrapping around to grab the lights. Okay, we're gonna add a little bit more and then we're gonna switch to pen. So his scarf can be kind of, you know, hanging out in the wind. And I kind of like the idea of having it just sort of go out here. So I'm gonna give his scarf like a nice long piece there. And then of course there would be like a second part, so maybe that goes down here. I don't know, we can add more details later. But that looks kind of cute, like it's kind of flying in the wind. Okay, for his face, he's going to be looking up at the beautiful snowy sky. So we're going to give him a triangle nose up there and a smile as if he's looking up. You do not have to do that. You can give him a classic snowman face. You can give him a little hat if you want, anything you want. Okay, I'm going to take my eraser. I have one of those kneaded erasers. They're just from Amazon, but they work really well. And I'm going to erase the top of his belly so that I don't ink it in. And I'm going to erase the inside of his shoes a little bit. And then I'm just going to start tracing. So I grab my black pen. I'm going to start with his little feet. So cute. Then I'm going to do his belly. That comes down. You might see a little bit at the bottom and comes down that way. So adorable. So I guess the part that's kind of getting me is like the arms to the mittens. I don't know why that's kind of getting me stuck, but I'm going to put his scarf in first because I know I want that. Okay, I'm gonna do his little mittens and I'm gonna put, instead of making this end straight, I'm gonna make it kind of curvy. I'm just gonna give him a little mitten there and a little mitten here. So I do the big part and then the little part. And then I want his arm to go up and I want his arm to go to the top of the circle. That looks pretty good. I'm going to do his head. His little beak. His beak. I mean his carrot nose. I'm thinking of a bird. His little smile. It's so cute. All right, let's give him some buttons. His first button is going to be kind of tucked under his scarf. So let's do 1, 2, 3. Do whatever you want. I'm going to do his scarf flying out. I love that it's going off and off to the side like that. I'm going to do his other part of the scarf this way. And basically for the scarf, you just want to have parallel lines that are pretty even. He's so cute already. I'm going to ink in his buttons. I'm going to give his gloves a little heart, just for fun. On the bottom of his shoes, I'm going to give a little cross hatching, just for some texture. For the scarf, I'm going to do some stripes. Every little detail you add makes it so cute. Then I'm going to do some stripes along his scarf this way. On the end of the scarf, I'm going to do these little black dots and some little threads or yarn or whatever the end of a knitted scarf would be. Adorable. All right, now we get to do the little swing made of lights. I'm going to pause for just a moment because I know sometimes I go kind of fast. Give you a moment to catch up. Okay, let's draw the lights coming down. So it's going to come down like this to his mitten and then under his mitten and down to his shoe. And then I'm going to put little double lines. So I'm going to put double line on that side and then this side. They're kind of small. Can you see those? And this way, and then this way, and this way. I'm putting kind of a lot. You don't have to do that many. Same thing over here. And this way. This way, I don't know if you'd be able to see it, but I'll put one there anyway. Down there. Oh, you can't see, I'm sorry. I didn't realize how zoomed in I was. All right, then I'm gonna put these little bulbs on. Your bulbs can be circles or they can be kind of the traditional like teardrop shape. When I do the teardrop shapes, I tend to put a dot out there, a little dot, and then I circle in and come back to the dot. So put a dot out here, circle in and come back out. Dot, circle in and back out. Oh, I didn't do the dot, so then my light bulb turned out kind of funny. That's okay. Same thing on the other side. so cute. Didn't realize how shiny this was over here. It's probably a little bit distracting. Okay, now I'm going to take my pen and I'm going to trace where that card was. Letting mine be a little wiggly uneven, doesn't matter. That white is more distracting. Look how cute that is. I love it so much. Okay, I'm going to take my gold pen, wherever it went, and I'm going to do some gold on the lights. If you have different colors you'd like to add, you can. I'm just using gold and black in this, so I'm just going to do that. And then I think I'm going to take my black and fill in these little spots that connect the lights to the string. Yeah, that looks a little bit better to me. And then if you want, you can add a couple little bits of light, how they kind of make it look shiny. I'm also going to make his carrot nose golden and the stripes inside his scarf and the little hearts. That turned out pretty cute. I love it so much. And then the funny thing is that it's adorable and we love it, but we're going to cover it up. So I know that's not like your favorite thing, like to make something work so hard and then cover it. If you don't want to cover this one, you don't have to. He looks adorable just like that on our book. And you can use your tag for something else. But I kind of love like a good flip, like lift the flap book. So I'm going to take a piece of tape. I'm just going to set it on here on the top. And now you can lift it and see what's underneath. Look how cute that is. Isn't that adorable? I feel like I need a tiny bit more just for the end. I love that. And you could even write a little journal message right there. Wouldn't that be adorable? Okay, there's our little lift the flap part. I love that we have the scarf sticking out, because then it makes you go, what is under there? And then you're like, oh, it's just so cute. All right, so there we go, our little snowman. I hope you enjoyed him. We will see you tomorrow for day 14. Thank you. Bye-bye.